Welcome, it's Denome, and welcome to this market update. And today is obviously a great market update because we are in the bull zone right now, and we have so many news about the regulatory clarity for crypto. We have the Ethereum ETF news, when will it start trading, and then obviously we're going to take a look at the charts here, and we're going to make fundamental analysis as well. But right now, let's actually jump to the news first, because there's so many things that I want to talk about here that are very, very interesting, because these basically create a pathway that you understand where the markets are going to be headed towards. So first off, this piece of news is about 10 days old, but it's a very important piece of news here as well. So there was a bill called SAB 121, and this was actually cancelled. So it would have been an anti-crypto bill, where basically SEC would have been given even more powers to do whatever it wants with crypto. So we're very happy that this was cancelled here. But at the same time, there was another bill called FIT 21. And this was actually passed, and I think it's now going to be headed to the to Biden's desk, where he will sign it into law. And this was very good because when we take a look at the FIT 21, or the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, by the way, when I talk about this bill, I think the name is pretty funny, because I made a joke about this on Twitter, but this is like a term that you could have used in Pornhub search history, and this was passed. So from now on, whenever they make a new crypto bill, it has to be a search history from Pornhub. That's my joke there. But anyway, let's actually continue and talk about this bill a little bit. So it basically just gives more clarity to what is legal, what is not legal with crypto inside the United States. And it will basically give regulatory framework for CFTC to oversee spot markets for digital asset commodities. And the key word here is commodity, because now that we have the Bitcoin ETF and the Ethereum ETFs are approved, we will have more and more digital asset commodities. So now it's very good that this framework is becoming clear, and we will have more ETFs for crypto, and that will just give more money to us basically. So that's very, very good for us. And then it will also modernize the SEC authority. So there will be a workable registration requirements for digital asset trading platforms under the SEC jurisdiction. So what this basically means is, now that we have Binance and there's some lawsuits going on back and forth and other trading platforms, this will basically give clarity if it actually is approved by the SEC from now on. So there will be a set of rules that once those are passed, then the trading platform can basically be trusted. So there's no more uncertainty if you can park your money in Binance US or whatever trading platform. So it will create a lot of clarity and just safety for consumers as well. And there will be a registration pathway for developers, builders, and innovators whenever they issue new crypto basically. So some people were actually against this bill, even though it's very pro crypto and it will allow basically new forms of money to come into the market. But some people just didn't see that it's a good thing. But I think it's very good for us because we want to make money in the markets. So this was passed, and now it's going further. And I think it will just fly by and will be made into law, because when we take a look at how many people actually voted for this, it was 267. And when we take a look at how many voted against, it was 136. So I think it's a done deal. I think it's going to be passed. So that's very, very nice there. Then and here's another piece of news. It's not exactly like super bullish, but this is just screaming adoption in my opinion. So Kenya signs a deal with Bitcoin miner Marathon to monetize underused energy across the country by mining. So this is very good. Obviously, whenever you are creating energy or spending energy and there's, let's say, wasted energy, if you can monetize the wasted energy, it will allow the prices to become lower for whatever you are producing, because you are making extra cash flow from another source at the same time whenever you are producing something. So that will basically create the cost of goods, or it will make the cost of goods go lower in the world when this actually happens. So that's very good for everybody, not just the Bitcoin people. So it's very nice that we see this kind of adoption in the market as well. And finally, I want to talk about the Ethereum ETFs. So right now, the Ethereum ETFs were actually approved, but we can basically now expect that in July or August, we can start trading on Ethereum ETF. So this will again bring more money to the crypto markets, and this will allow well, it's just more money to the markets. So that's very, very nice as well. And finally, the last piece of news that I want to talk about, and then I will talk about the fundamentals. Donald Trump, he actually had a speech with, I think it was with the Libertarian Party, but there they were talking about Ross Ulbricht, who is the founder of Silk Road, which basically sold drugs and whatever you wanted, dark web stuff. And that was back in, I think, 2012, 2013, 2014. And then it was taken down, and Ross Ulbricht is serving a life sentence. But what he just wanted is free markets for everybody. So Trump said that he will actually commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht. And if you wonder what does commute mean, it basically just means that he will shave off some years from the sentence. So crypto, Bitcoin, this is a political hot topic right now. So whichever president you are talking to, they want to win over the crypto crowd as well, because so many people now at least own some amount of crypto, and they understand that being pro-crypto is more popular than being anti-crypto. So this is very, very nice to see as well. And because this is one of the narratives going into the presidential election, you can expect that there will be more news push for pro-crypto speech. Like Biden is so much more pro-crypto than Trump, so you have to vote Biden, or Trump is so much more pro-crypto than Biden, so you have to vote Trump. So when it becomes like a bidding game, obviously crypto assets should have like a second wind from that trend as well. Because now we start to see crypto being in the news more and more and more, and the regular investors, the retail investors, should bring us money as well. That's my take on this situation as well. So that's very pro crypto news in such a short period of time. So I just wanted to cover those. And when we actually hop over to the fundamentals, we're looking at the Santiment tool here, and you can use my link if you want to access this tool. There's a paid version and there's a free version. If you use my link, that will help this channel anyway. With the free version, you can look at the latest dates, but you can basically look at the historical data and get some valuable information from there as well. But now let's actually take a look at the metrics here. So when we go down here, the supply on exchanges is still going down. So not a lot lately, basically going sideways here. So not much interesting thing in the last week or so. When we take a look at the funding rates doesn't give any clear signal here either. But it's very important here when we take a look at the market cap of stablecoins that we do see that more stablecoins are still being minted. So that gives us a push that, or a signal that crypto is still being adopted and people want to actually have or park their money inside blockchain. So this is very, very nice that it's still going up. It's not going up by a mile, but it's still going up week by week. So that's good there. This not really giving us anything interesting, but I thought this was interesting here, and it's not exactly what I like to see, but it could be nice. So let's talk about this. So this is the amounts of different holders. The green line is the price line of Bitcoin. Orange line gives us the total amount of Bitcoin holders or wallets that have Bitcoin in them. And as you can see, for the last 2 weeks, this has actually gone down. So this is not exactly what I like to see. So I hope this will actually turn around. But what's interesting here is from the last 2 weeks, we can see that the addresses, the yellow line here has actually started to go down once again. And that is addresses with 10 to 100 Bitcoin inside them. But what's interesting here is that addresses that have 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin, those have actually increased lately. So these mega whales, or let's say institutional investors by this at this time, those have actually increased, and then these have also decreased here. So some sort of let's say exchange of hands right now. I think some people are getting bored with Bitcoin and crypto because it's not doing what they are expecting it to do. So retail or smaller investors are selling while major investors are basically buying. That's my take there. I could be wrong there, but at least the total amount of Bitcoin holders should be going up all throughout the bull market. Only like local dips here and there. So I don't like when it's going down here. But back to good news, when we take a look at the, let's say, old wallets, so wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than a year and wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 3 years, they aren't selling here. So even though we had this pump, people don't want to sell Bitcoin right now, or old wallets, old money doesn't want to sell Bitcoin. So old money, which some people would say smart money, is not selling here. So this is very, very nice to see here as well. And the same goes for Ethereum. So the orange line here is wallets that have held Ethereum for more than a year. Even though we had this pump, nobody is selling here. So this is very, very nice. So even though the pump hasn't been massive yet, I do expect that the pump will continue because people are not happy to sell at these prices. So the price will have to go up. So this is obviously good. And we've already been further away from the halving event that we had last month, that the supply shock should start to actually catch up quite soon as well. So I'm expecting just so good things later this year as well. So all in all, these things look good to me as well. Now, when we actually hop over to the chart here, I do see good things here as well. Obviously, we've broken to the upside here on this trend line, which is giving me the signal that Bitcoin wants to go up. So I like that. And when we go to the 4-hour view, just in the short term here, I do like that we actually broke the upside here on this trend line as well. So right now, when we take a look at the prices, this is basically the trend line now that has to hold in the short term, basically. So that's basically what we are looking at right now. But as you can see, just if this trend line here holds, we don't have many days until we should expect a pump. Basically, let's say this is June 5th. Let's say the next week, Bitcoin should just have a crazy pump to the upside and basically break out the all-time highs here. That's my expectation. Next week should be very, very good. Or the next, let's say, 7 days should be very, very nice for Bitcoin if this actually sustains here. So I do see this being very, very good. So that's there. Then actually let's take a look at Ethereum USD. And Ethereum to me looks like it wants to actually go higher as well. So we're currently hitting this the previous high here, and we haven't broken through yet. We haven't had the volume here yet, so it could still dump here, but it looks like it could want to go higher here from the ETF news. So right now, basically, what people are expecting is new money coming into the Ethereum, and for Ethereum ETFs that will launch, that they will already start accumulating like their base position in Ethereum. So whenever they launch, they have enough Ethereum in their reserves. So that's one of the reasons why I believe we are currently seeing accumulation, but we are not seeing crazy news yet about it because the ETFs are obviously not advertising it yet. But now the big money is basically accumulating Ethereum. That's my expectation. It could be that they've already been trying to accumulate it before, There could be some whale games here, but there's only so much Ethereum to go around, so I'm expecting Ethereum to actually push higher here, but I could be wrong again. We could have a pullback here first, and that would be an amazing buying opportunity if we do see that. But overall, the markets are very, very bullish to me, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Well, let's actually see. I'm seeing something in the chart right now that I want to. Let's actually do this. Yeah, I just wanted to see if it would align with this drop here, but it did not. Anyway, that's there. What else? Yeah, I guess I don't want to talk about too much about altcoins right now, even though I'm quite bullish for altcoins now that we have the Ethereum ETF approved, because Ethereum, whenever Ethereum pumps, that pumps the whole altcoin market, because Ethereum is used as the whenever you provide liquidity for decentralized exchanges, you usually provide Ethereum and the other crypto at the same time. So when Ethereum pumps, it automatically pumps the cryptos that are shared in that liquidity pools as well. So for that reason, altcoins are doing very, very well, or should do very well as well whenever Ethereum is pumping, unless people are dumping their altcoins for Ethereum. And there's one coin that I want to talk about in this video. Once again, it's the same coin that I've been talking about, because now I'm seeing another buying opportunity on this coin here, and it is called Mendy Finance. So when we take a look at the Mendy Finance on the 4-hour chart, you can see that the price was about 34 cents, and it dropped about 50% from the top here. And right now we already broken through the bottom line here. We are making higher high on the RSI here, and we're even pushing for higher to the new highs in the upside of RSI here compared to this pump here. Currently, we're still not making this. The candle is not ready yet, but it's looking nice. And when we actually take a look at the DeFi llama aspect of it, you can see that suddenly, I don't know how, but the total value locked on Mendy Finance was $70 million. Now it's $120 million. So the total value locked actually just doubled within, in 10 days. So I don't know what happened there. But fundamentally speaking, that's very nice. But at the same time, for some reason, the price has actually been plummeting, which means that the market cap to total value locked ratio is now about 1 to 30, which is quite good in my opinion. So personally, I bought a bunch of Mendy, and currently this is only listed on one centralized exchange. So in my opinion, this looks very nice once again to buy at these prices. So I just wanted to share this, because it looked very nice to me. Obviously, there are many other altcoins in the market as well, but I just noticed this, so I wanted to tell you guys that it's in the buy zone once again. Anyway, that's basically it for this market update. Hope you like this. Consider subscribing, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks, and bye-bye.